Once again, my name is Victor Dugomo here. We are concluding the solution to the mathematics examination, WAEC Mathematics examination that have been written for the year 2025. We are solving those questions in the question paper we have here. So, and we have finished solving the section A, 5 questions there. And we are solving the last question in section B, which is question 13. We have solved the other questions. They are in the previous classes. Please visit those classes and get the solution to those questions as you will need them. So this question 13 now says, the following are marks scored by 20 students in a test. The information is provided there. Is a prepare a frequency table for the distribution using class intervals 10 to 12, 13 to 15, 16 to 18, and so on and so forth. Calculate the variance of the distribution. And then C, calculate the pass mark for the test. Calculate if the pass mark for the test is 16, find the probability that a student selected at random from the class failed. Okay, so if you look at this problem now, in order to facilitate this discussion or this class, I am going to use the table I have prepared already so that we can move as fast as possible to get it done. Okay, so this the solution I already have here is this. I am going to have a table that gives this is the class interval. When I come back to statistics, we're going to make our time and go through all this. This is the frequency. Frequency simply means count, how many times something happened. And then we have the class mark X, class mark X. Okay, so we have, according to the information given to us, the way we prepare this, 10 to 12, followed by 13 to 15, followed by 16, this is the class interval, to 18, 19 to 21, 22 to 24, and 25 to 27. So this is the way it will appear. The frequencies we've gathered from that frequency table, that table they gave us. This is the frequency table we are preparing, and then the frequencies, as we were able to see, the counts that appeared between 10 and 12, they are 2 in number. Those that appear between 13 and 15, they are 5 in number. Those that appear between 16 and 18, they are 3 in number. Those that appear between 19 and 21, they are 2 in number, 6 in number, and 2 in number. Total of this frequency gave us 20 counts. 20 counts. And then the class mark. This class mark is just this plus this divided by 2. So this is 22 divided by 2 will give us 11. So you continue in that order: 14, 17, 20, 23, and 26. This plus this divided by 2 will give you this. This is 25 to here, 25 here, 50, 52. Will give you half of it, will give you 26. That's the way you handle it. So we will now be able to calculate fx, which is what? Frequency times x. So 2 times 11 give us 22. So you continue in that procedure. Okay. So after 22, you are going to have this times this. 5 times 14 will give us 70. Please verify these figures I have here. Use your calculator and check them to ensure that they are correct. Okay, but I am telling you the procedure, how you get each one. So 3 times 17 gave me 51. 51, 40, that's 2 times 20. What again? 6 times 23 gave me 138. 138. And 26 times 2 gave me 52. 52. And the sum of this now, which will help me to obtain the mean, is 373. 373. Because you know that the mean denoted by x bar is summation of fx over summation f. The sum of frequency times this over this. When I come back to statistics, I'm going to explain this thing in detail, where it is coming from. So this will be 373 over 20. And that gave me, by my calculation, 18.65. 18.65. So with this now, we will extend what we have to calculation of the variance, which they ask us to calculate to do. The variance, the expression for calculating the variance, the first thing you will do is to calculate x minus x bar all squared. Okay, calculate that expression, because the variance v is given by summation f into x minus x bar squared all over summation f. So we pick this expression first, then we now add frequency to it, take the summation. So this x minus x bar squared first is simply, when you come to all the x's, x, you take this 11 minus x bar, which is 18.65. So 11 minus 18.65, whatever the result is, you square it. By my calculation, the first one, 11 minus 18.65, use your distance calculator and do it along with me. 11, press 11 minus 18.65. That result, square it. You will get 58.52. 58.52. Take 14 minus 18.65. The result, square it. You will get 21.62. 17 minus 18.65. The result, square it. You will get 2.72. Take again 20 minus 18.65. The result, square it. You get 1.82. 1.82. This minus this squared will give us 18.92. 18.92. And finally, you will get 54.02. And each of these things now, let me come over here and create the column for frequency into x minus x bar squared. So each of these times the frequency. So if I say 2 times this, it will give me what will be here. And by my calculation, it is verify it, 117.05. Please verify whether 2 times this will give you this. Also check again, 5 times this should give you 108. 108.11. Verify again that 3 times this will give you 8.17, followed by 3.65, followed by 113.54, followed by finally 108.1. That is 2 times 54.02. Check if it is this. When you are done, you take the sum, that is this, summation of frequency times this, sum of all these things. When you sum it, by my own calculation, I have 450 8.57. So we are there now to make substitution. So down there, our variance is going to be the sum of frequency times all this expression x minus x bar squared gave 458.57 divided by summation f, which is this 20, and our result gave us 22.93. 22.93. Okay, that's what the variance is. If you take a step forward to say what is the standard deviation, you just take the square root of this. That will give you that is the standard deviation. So the next question they ask there is the frequency. The probability. The probability if the pass mark for the test was 16, find the probability that a student selected at random from the class failed. 16. This is pass mark. This is mark 16th mark. Everybody from this 16 up, they passed, and look at them. People from here, they passed, whereas those that from 15 backward, all these people failed. And if you look at the failure rate, you realize that probability of failure, P of F, okay, I hope we can see this here, P of F, failure, will be how many are there? 7 persons over the sample space here now is 20. Okay, there's no other thing to do there. That's the answer. That's the result of that question. The probability of failure. If it is the probability of success, you will add, this is 5, 11, 13. Yes, 13 over 20. Otherwise, you can say probability of success will be probability of failure 1 minus probability of failure. Okay, we did many classes. We have done many classes in probability. So if you visit those classes, I believe you will be able to have good reason to appreciate everything we did there. And please, we have come to the conclusion of the theory part in this WAEC exams. This is the 13th question. Yes, we've solved it. And then please, if these classes we've done and the previous classes we've done have been of one way or the other useful to you, which we believe have been, by the number of people we see that will visit our channel, that watch our videos, we realize that yes, a lot of people are interested in what we are doing, but they don't at the end of the day touch that like button, and they don't touch the subscription button. Please do that. We are appreciating, when we appreciate it when you do that. That's the way to tell us that really we are making impact. Yes, we believe this thing we are doing is actually helping some people. Please. And we are appreciating those people who have already subscribed. We have gotten a reasonable number of subscriptions, but we need more. We need more because a lot of moral support is needed to keep this program going. And if you dare desire to partner with us, we'll be very, very much available to, recognize your partnership. Thank you so much for being there.